I linked in a proper way. Come on. Yes. So now let me put in this way. Since all vendor companies are giving their JDBC driver softwares of different database software based on the common rules and guidelines of JDBC technology. Come on. JDBC technology oblique API. JDBC technology oblique API. So the way we work with all the JDBC driver softwares to interact with the database software is very similar. Okay. That means if you know how to interact with one database software, if you know how to use one JDBC driver software given by one vendor, we can use that knowledge. To work with other JDBC driver softwares given by other vendors. Okay, guys. It is like learning four-wheeler driving using Maruti 800 car and becoming ready to drive any model car given by any car vendor, any model car given by any car manufacturing vendor. Because all car manufacturing vendors manufacturing their cars of different models based on common rules and guidelines of car manufacturing specification or car specification. I'll add more masala to this. In car manufacturing specification or car specification, listen, there is a rule. There should be brake system. Rule is what every car should have a brake system. Listen, Maruti Suzuki company takes that rule, implements based on mechanical brake. Hyundai company takes that rule, implements it as hydraulic brake system. Tata Motors takes that rule and implements as what? Air brake system. Come on, guys. Some other company takes that rule and implements as electronic brake system. Some other company takes that rule, implements it as power brake system. Are you listening? Array, different companies are implementing that rule of brake system in using different technologies, using different methodologies. But as a driver of the car, press the pedal, apply the brake. Are you bothered about? Come on, come on. Are you bothered about whether it is power brake system, mechanical brake system, electronic brake system? No, na boss. No, not at all. It's all about applying the brake. It's all about what? Pressing the pedal, applying the brake. I think you are enjoying my statement, guys. So what is there internally, you are least bothered. But the way you use brake in all the models of cars is going to be very same or not? Very same. Similarly, car specification says there should be steering system, vehicle steering system. Okay, Maruti gives by using their own technology. Hyundai gives by using their own technology. Some other company gives using their own technology. But the way we rotate the steering is going to be same in any model of car given by any car manufacturing company or not. Rotate in a circle mode. Rotate as a circle, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. But what technology it is internally using? Are you bothered, boss? Are you bothered, boss? It is a normal steering, power steering, hydraulic steering, suspension steering, 2-level steering, 3-level steering. Are you really bothered, boss? All about rotating the steering. We don't care. So that's why Sun Microsystem gives technology. So many companies gives implementing software. If you know how to work with one implementing software of that technology, you can use that knowledge almost as it is to work with what other implementing softwares of the same technology. Apply the same rule in mobiles also, boss. Apply the same rules in mobile also. You purchased Samsung company mobile. You know how to operate it perfectly. I think you can use that knowledge to operate other model company mobiles or not. Or you will say, no, don't give me iPhone as a gift because I'm not good in your iPhone. You will say like that, huh? No. It's a couple of days, couple of hours time to habituate to new techniques. So maximum knowledge will remain as it is, right? Maximum knowledge is as it is. But I have to say one of my story, boss. So when I was doing well, okay, why in the Naresh technology, the management fellows sent me gift of iPhone. Gift on iPhone. I think 7S or 8S, whatever it is. 7S it seems. Okay. They send me gift because once in a while we receive the gift. And I am the dumb fellow. Earlier I was using Android phone and I said, I'm a Java guy. I love Java. Okay. Android is based on Java. Okay. Android is based on Java. iOS is not based on Java. So as a Java trainer, as a Java working employee, as a Java senior software consultant, I cannot enter I'm taking it. Okay, shall we get into the next level discussion, guys? If someone asks you, what is JDBC? Okay, see, one line answer. One line answer. One line answer. It's a technology that allows us to interact with the database software. One line answer. No, they want solid definition, complete definition. Come on, guys. Complete definition. Then if it is a JSC module supplied open Java technology, okay, from Sun Microsystem, providing rules and guidelines in the form of JDBC API, okay, JDBC API to create JDBC driver softwares for different database softwares. To create JDBC driver software for different database softwares. Are you listening my statement here, guys? Come on, are you with me? Providing rules and guidelines in the form of JDBC API to create JDBC driver software for different database softwares. Simply for what? Different database softwares. Is that clear, guys? Different database softwares. If someone asks you, what is ODBC? You need not to worry much about ODBC, boss. Since rhyming word is there, similarity is there, I am teaching little bit. Our main focus will be on JDBC only. Okay, it is open technology given by ODBC group. ODBC group. How many companies are there in this group, guys? 32 plus companies are there. Initially 32, later added. Okay, having rules and guidelines to create ODBC driver softwares for different database softwares. Now tell me, in JDBC technology, rules will come as English statement or rules will come as APIs? Rules will come as APIs. What is that API? JDBC API. API means what? Packages. In Java, API means what? Packages. Okay. JDBC API given by JDBC technology. JDBC API given by JDBC technology. Okay. Technology is having the following packages. Okay, boss. Having following. API documentation is different. That is a pure theory. That's a pure documentation. I'm talking about only API. Application Programming Interface. Having following packages, guys. One is java.sql package. Java.sql, right? Other one is javax.sql. Other one is javax.sql.rosette. javax.sql.rosette. Next one is javax. I think these are enough. In this one, this package is called core package, boss. Base package for other packages. Core package. JDBC core package. That means base package for other packages. Yeah. Sir, what do you mean by X? In Java X, the X represents extended. See, I said no, this is the base package, means these are extended packages. X represent extended packages. Extended package. Okay, let's try to understand something about core package, boss. Java.sql package. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, discussion has come. JDBC API latest version is, I think, 4.1. Latest version is 4. Array 4 is the major number, mine is the minor number. This minor number will change every day, every 1 week, every 2 months, every 4 months. So that's why I never prefer giving 4.1 there, boss. I will say 4.x. 4.x. Anyhow, I am launching one more thing, Eurism. In software industry, pronounce it, guys. We as an Indian, we study it at 4.0, 4.0, right? But in software industry, they pronounce it as 4.0, 4.0, because it's a US accent of English, boss. 4.0, they say 4.0. 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. Similarly, they say 2.0. They never pronounce it as 0. See, as an Indian, no problem when you are talking to another Indian. But sometimes on-site team, offshore team, two teams will be there. On-site team will be there in the US and offshore team will be there in the India. I'll talk elaborately later about these teams, boss. Okay, there need to be communication between both the people. Understanding my statement? Okay, that time they generally use .o a lot. If you don't recognize, they will irritate on you. So that's why please habituate, and if possible, you also start saying .o only. Understanding my point? You also start saying what? .o only. Yes, boss. 4.0. Wo. I'm giving like this. I don't know how you pronounce it, guys. 4.0. Yes, boss. Now listen. Maybe this is the reason, boss. 0 is invented by India. That's why they are not pronouncing it as 0. They are pronouncing it as what? English alphabet O, it seems. And why, you know, there's one more reason. You are a big 0 is a scolding in English. Anyone watched Hollywood movies? You are a big 0. You are a 0 is a big scolding. Is like useless fellow kind of scolding. Nalaik kind of scolding, boss. Maybe that is the, no, they cannot say 4.0. Okay, JDBC 4.0 is a useless version. So it's not sounding correct for their culture of speaking, boss. That's the reason they have preferred saying what? 4.0. It's my analyzation. Maybe wrong, maybe right. I'm assuming so. Yes, boss. Here we are having interfaces. Here we are having classes. Enjoy learning. Don't learn for the job. Learn for increasing knowledge. In that process, job will come, money will come, right girl will come, right boy will come, social identity will come, everything will come. But if you study for job, you will feel pressure. If you study for knowledge, you never feel pressure at all. You will enjoy learning like anything. Okay, when I'm teaching Java, are you feeling I'm feeling that I'm doing duty, or I'm enjoying teaching? I'm enjoying teaching, right? It's reflecting in my body language. It is reflecting in my voice. It is reflecting in my face, right? I want you people to show same enjoyment while learning Java. Because when you enjoy your work, you never feel pleasure. If you don't enjoy your work, you will feel it's a job and you will wait when this time will over, when next, when it will be 8 o'clock, when it will be 7 o'clock. So I want you people to target that. Don't target job. Target one slogan: Java subject expert. Java subject expert. At least 5 members of your 10 members friend circle should say, this guy is Java subject expert. Don't worry, Babu. You are a Java subject expert. The day 5 members of your 10 friends says you are a Java subject expert, you need not to look back. You need not to look back. That happened to me and it will also happen to you. Your product is Java subject expert. Job, money, salary hikes, in between marriage, getting a right girl, getting a social identity, all these are byproducts. So make sure that your product is good. Automatically byproducts will be strong. Okay, boss. What are the interfaces? We have a lot of interfaces, guys. Connection, driver, prepared statement, callable statement. Okay. Result set metadata, connection metadata. If I give the list, I can write another 10-20 also. Yes, when it comes to classes, guys, driver manager, types, date. Okay, guys. Fine. Observe very carefully, boss. In any technology API, interfaces will be more, classes will be less. Can you guess why? Can you guess why? I want reply from you people. Any technology API, you take Servlet, you take JDBC, you take JNDI, you take X, you take Y, you take Z. Okay, interfaces will be more, classes will be less. Why? Array. Technology should give rules and guidelines to vendor companies to create the softwares. Tell me, this technology creator should give more rules to vendor or more guidelines to vendor? Should give more rules only, na boss. Should give more rules. See, narrative management should give more topic names and lesser suggestions to me while conducting the classes. More topic name means more rules. Then only class will happen with full content, na boss. Tell me, scientist formula should contain more rules or more guidelines? More rules. That then only the companies who are creating product will follow rules. Guidelines mean they may ignore, boss. If they start ignoring all the guidelines, at the end, no product. Guidelines are suggestions. You may follow, you may not follow. Rules must be followed. So more rules will be there, more guidelines will be there. Definitely more rules will be there. Then only the vendor who is creating product will feel pressure to follow the rules. And in that process, product comes very nicely or not. Yes, boss. Implementing various interfaces of JDBC API. Implementing various interfaces of JDBC API is not the responsibility of tell me, guys, technology vendor. Is not the responsibility of programmers. Okay, programmers. It is the responsibility of the vendor companies who are creating JDBC driver softwares. One more angle. Creating JDBC driver softwares using JDBC API based rules and guidelines. API based rules and guidelines, okay, is the responsibility of software vendor companies. But taking them and using them in Java applications to interact with database softwares is the responsibility of programmers. I'm asking one question, guys. Okay, car manufacturing is done by car manufacturing companies. Purchasing cars, driving cars for our needs is the responsibility of the owners and drivers or not? Is the responsibility of owners and drivers or not? There are vendor companies creating JDBC driver software and they release to the market, boss. They release to the market. Are you listening my statement? Taking those drivers, using them in our application and making those applications talking to database software is the responsibility of the programmer only, na? So that means you are least bothered to develop JDBC drivers. Already they are there, but taking the driver, using the driver and making Java application talking to database software is definitely responsibility of programmer. I hope you understood this point, guys. This is clearly done or not done? Okay, guys. Now listen. How software vendor companies, this part is very important, guys, develop JDBC driver softwares for different database software. Everyone please focus. This is very crucial for me. Let us assume total how many packages are there? 3 are there. All 3 packages together, let us assume 100 interfaces are there. 100 interfaces. Each interface is having on and average 5 methods. How many methods, guys? 5 methods. 100 into 5, 500. Okay. Vendor 1. Who is this? Vendor 1. Let us assume Arakil Corporation. What he will do, guys? He takes 100 classes, implementing 100 interfaces. And in these 100 classes, they provide a definition for 500 methods. They provide definition for what? 500 methods. Because each interface 5 methods, na boss. While writing definition for those methods, their main agenda is locating Oracle database software, okay, establishing connection with Oracle database software, sending and executing given SQL queries in Oracle database software, getting the results and giving back to application. Okay. At the end, they completed, boss. They packed all these 100 classes into one jar file and they released a jar file to the market. And now onwards, that jar file is called as JDBC driver software for Oracle. Okay, now vendor 2. Don't lose your focus. Don't lose your focus. Vendor 2, DevX company. DevX company. Taken again another 100 interfaces. Developed 100 classes implementing 100 interfaces. In those 100 classes, they provide implementation for 500 methods. In those 500 methods, their main aim is locating MySQL database software, establishing connection with MySQL database software, sending and executing queries in MySQL database software, okay, gathering results and processing results back in the Java application. At the end, they pack all these 100 classes into one jar file, and they release that jar file to market as JDBC driver software for MySQL. So here, what is this, guys? Okay, creates JDBC driver software for Oracle, and gives OJDBC 6.jar file. Okay, version to version, this will change, guys. Sometimes 7, sometimes 8. Okay, dot. JDBC 6. Okay, next one. Vendor 2. What this vendor 2, guys, creates what? Creates JDBC driver software for MySQL. Listen. Gives in the form of what, guys? MySQL connector. They are giving in their own style, guys. Version number, version.jar file. Version.jar file. Are you listening my statement, boss? Similarly, vendor 3. Enterprise DB. So many company names are there. Creates JDBC driver software for PostgreSQL. What, guys? PostgreSQL. Gives what, guys? PostgreSQL hyphen JDBC hyphen version.jar file. I think now you got the clarity, guys. This fellow takes 100 classes, implementing 100 interfaces of these 3 packages. In those classes, he will write the logic to locate nearby PostgreSQL database software, to establish the connection, to send and execute queries in PostgreSQL database software to gather the results. At the end, they combine all the 100 classes into one jar file, and they release the jar file to the market as JDBC driver software. As JDBC driver software. I think you thoroughly understood my point here, guys. No, don't worry about what is there in those classes. You try to get idea. Boss. So now at least agree with me. JDBC driver software also Java code, boss. In that also so many classes are there implementing interfaces only, na. I said JDBC driver software is developed based on rules and guidelines of what? JDBC technology. I said these rules and guidelines are given in the form of JDBC API, packages, interfaces, and what? Classes. JDBC package, interfaces, and what? Classes. Are you listening my statement, boss? Okay. Every vendor company takes JDBC API package interfaces, and provides classes implementing. Okay, guys. Sachin, in one class, implementing 100 interfaces, having 500 method is a good practice, or better to have 100 classes implementing 100 interfaces. Okay. That I am leaving to your common sense. I am leaving to on. You have a big area. You have a big area. Better to use that area as it is. Better to divide into bedroom, guest room, bathroom, kitchen, hall, living area. I'm leaving to your common sense, boss. I'm seriously leaving that word to your common sense. What do you say, guys? Every vendor company takes JDBC API package interfaces and provides classes implementing implementing those interfaces of JDBC API in those classes. Logics will be kept to locate certain database software. Come on. To establish connection with certain database software, comma, to send and execute SQL queries to that database software and to gather and process results. To gather SQL results from that database software. At the end, all those implementing classes. What classes, guys? Implementing classes will be packed into. Are you understanding my statement? Okay, boss. Implementing classes will be packed into jar file, and that jar file will be released to the market. As JDBC driver software of certain database software. JDBC driver software of certain database software. I think you thoroughly understood my statement here, guys. Got the clarity, boss? Understood the system, boss? Vendor 1 Oracle Corporation. Next. Creates a JDBC driver software for Oracle. What is this? Contains classes representing contains implementation classes. What, guys? Contains implementing classes having logics to interact with Oracle database software. to interact with Oracle database software. Okay, guys. Next one. What this will contain, boss? Contains implementing classes having logics to interact with what? MySQL database software. Implementing classes having logics to interact with MySQL database software. Next one. Contains implementation classes having logics to interact with what? PostgreSQL database software. PostgreSQL database software. Right, boss. I think you got the clarity, boss. How companies will develop JDBC drivers. Enjoying this statement, guys. Same thing. Maruti Suzuki company takes car specification, rules and guidelines, will manufacture their models of cars and releases to the market. Hyundai company takes car manufacturing rules and guidelines, will manufacture the cars, will manufacture various models of cars and releases to the market. Tata company do the same thing, Toyota company will do the same thing, X company will do the same thing, Y company will do the same thing. Are you getting my point, guys? Are you understanding my statement, guys? Right. Sir, I'm planning to do hard work, but once in a while I'm going out of motivation, out of hard work. I'm frustrated and I'm stopped doing hard work. I'm not able to put continuous efforts to do hard work, sir. What should I do? Okay, what should I do? I'll give one simple suggestion, two simple suggestions. Number one, now COVID, you cannot come and visit the places. Okay, at least try to see software company images, how Microsoft company looks, how Infosys company looks, how X company looks, Y company looks. And in those companies, one or two buildings you like, na? Definitely building outlook you like or not. Take that image, keep it as your desktop background. Take that image and keep it as desktop background, as a wallpaper. And tell to yourself, one day I will join it. I will work in your company. I will be in this building. Visualize future. You joined in that company wearing formals. Shirt cost is 4,000. Trouser cost is 5,000. Shoe cost is 7,000. And you in the shirt. So you visualize yourself. Automatically motivation comes. Okay. No, it's not like that. That is also not happening, sir. You are crazy about bikes. You are crazy about four-wheelers. Your favorite car will be there. Indian model, one or other favorite car will be there. Because in my days, I used to like Innova car like anything, boss. Innova car. Toyota Innova car is my favorite. I like that car like anything. I used to keep that one as my desktop background. I used to keep that car as what? My mobile wallpaper. To remind me continuously, one day I should be owner of the car. And 5 years back, I have owned it. Now I am keeping RD model car as the background. Because otherwise, there will not be any motivation to do continuous hard work. Because daily you are getting breakfast, daily you are getting what? Lunch, daily you are getting dinner. Are you understanding? Okay, father is giving monthly payment. So life is going on. Why motivation will come? Motivation will never come. Motivation will never come when daily needs are fulfilled. So either favorite company building or favorite car or two-wheeler. You keep it as a background. You keep such an item in the background, your parents cannot afford it. Your parents cannot afford it and you cannot afford it as of now. You can afford it only after getting job. Automatically motivation comes. Still not coming up, manufacturing defect, go to doctor. Manufacturing defect, go to doctor. Always remember, taking birth as poor is not your mistake. Dying as poor, definitely it's your mistake. You cannot blame education system. You cannot blame our government. You cannot blame country. Dying as poor is definitely your mistake. Because you have not done anything in your lifetime. That's why you are dying as poor. I think Bill Gates says this statement always, boss. Right, boss. So I think you got the point back. Okay, how to use JDBC driver softwares in our Java application. Right now I am giving idea. I will show practicals of all these things, boss. Don't worry. How to use JDBC driver software in our Java application. Number 1, download jar file representing JDBC driver software from internet. Like OJDBC 6R 7R 8 ... jar. Yes, boss. Sir, after listening entire Ramayana, Vinay Kumar asking, all these classes are developed by whom? Vendor companies only, na? Vinay Kumar, please show some common sense, ra. After listening entire Ramayana, you should not ask who is Sita. Because you completed engineering. See the question? How software vendor companies develop JDBC driver software for different database software. And I said every vendor company takes, and I said entire hangama. And you are asking me innocently, all these classes are developed by whom? Come on. Please value your engineering degree. Please. If you cannot read English, you cannot become software programmer. That's a minimum thing. Stop thinking when I'm explaining. Start focus. Parallel thinking is not allowed. If you do parallel thinking, you will miss the points here. Is that clear? I'm requesting everyone. Stop thinking parallelly. Stop doing parallel works. Listen, analyze, register, then think. Some people are without listening, they are parallelly thinking and raising the questions. Online classes, self-discipline is very, very important, boss. Today I will give idea, tomorrow we will implement practically. I take time to launch first application. Download jar file representing JDBC driver software from internet. Okay, guys. Very simple. If you are listening class by laying on the bed, okay, forget about it. You are not focusing at all. I can say you are focusing class only when you keep straight back. 90 degrees back should be there. Your backbone should not be bended like 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees. Your backbone should be 90 degrees straight. Then I can say you are strict about listening classes, sincere about listening classes. Any other position, you are cheating yourself. You are listening 80%, 20%, 30%, definitely you are cheating yourself. Right, boss. Downloading jar file representing JDBC driver software from internet. Okay. B. Add that jar file to the class path. Array, if you want to use the content of the jar file, what should I do? If I want to do the content of any jar file to any Java application, what should I do, boss? Come on. Other day we discussed. In our application, I want to use nit.jar file content. I have added nit.jar file to the class path or not? Wish API.jar file. I have added wish API.jar file to the class path or not? Come on, guys. Nothing but add OJDBC 6.jar file. Array 6 or 7 or 8 or ... to the class path. Of jars are there. That's why I'm giving this one. Always download the latest. But again, it depends upon which version of Oracle you are having. That also matters because everyone cannot afford to install Oracle 12c in the laptops, boss. 10 or 11 okay in the laptops. 12c is 19c installation is not that much easy in your small laptops. So based on the Oracle version, this jar version will be decided. I will give that clarity later. Number C. Activate JDBC driver software in our Java application. Java application using Java code. Okay. Will be discussed in future. Yes, you have to activate it, boss. If you just add the jar file, not enough. You have to use the content of the jar file. You have to activate it. Then only it will become bridge between Java application and database software. Number C. Use the activated JDBC driver software and JDBC API to develop JDBC persistence logic. What logic, guys? JDBC persistence logic. Use the activated JDBC driver software and JDBC API to develop JDBC persistence logic, boss. To simply literally develop JDBC persistence logic. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Nothing but interacting with the database software and performing code operations. Now tell me, guys, as a developer, you are responsible to do these things. As a developer, you are responsible to develop the JDBC driver or to use the JDBC driver. Okay, to use the JDBC driver. At least now you understood why I have introduced a jar file before teaching JDBC. Now you understood why I introduced path and class path before introducing JDBC. Now tell me, taking the jar file, adding jar file to class path looks like a big process for you? Do you think it looks like a big process for you? Not at all. Not at all. Maybe 1-2 days it looks quite new. C and D steps. Okay. C and D steps looks quite new, boss. But after a few days, it become old. After a few days, it becomes old. Come on, guys. Right. I think you got idea, boss. You got idea. Okay, now listen. I'm taking next level discussion, guys. I'm taking to next level discussion. Now tell me, JDBC driver software is collection of so many classes now. JDBC driver software is collection of classes implementing various interfaces of JDBC API. Implementing various interfaces of JDBC API. Are you listening my statement, boss? implementing various interfaces of JDBC API. But listen carefully. If you want to activate JDBC driver software in your Java application, okay, you need not to know all the class name, boss. There is one special class called JDBC driver class. Take that class, create object that for that class, take that class and okay, take that class and create object for that class. Automatically JDBC driver is activated. That means though there are hundreds of classes in JDBC driver software, but we can identify JDBC driver software using one special class that is called JDBC driver class. By creating object for that class, we can activate JDBC driver software wherever you want. We can identify and activate JDBC driver software wherever you want. I'll ask one small question. At the time of joining with Naresh IT, you might have submitted so many details, guys. Your name, father name, Aadhaar card, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. But by taking all the details, Naresh IT has generated one registration number, unique registration number. Are you listening my statement, boss? Are you listening my statement, boss? Now onwards, you will be identified with that unique registration number or not. Now onwards, you will be identified with that unique registration number or not. I want reply, my dears. You will be definitely identified with that unique registration number or not. Okay, if that number is there, you need not to have other details. Based on the number, registration number, you can avail any service offered by Naresh IT. What do you say, guys? Any service offered by Naresh IT. What do you say, my dears? Come on, my dears. Similarly, though there are so many classes in JDBC driver software, every JDBC driver software is identified with its driver class name. By loading that class, by creating object for that class, we can activate JDBC driver in our Java application. Very, very interesting or not? Very, very interesting or not? Come on, guys. You might be having so many details, but in India, you are identified with Aadhaar number. You might be having so many details, your height, weight, name, surname, father name, your religion, your location, XYZ. But outside India, you are identified with the passport number, right? Yes or no? Na? Similarly, JDBC driver software may have so many classes implementing so many interfaces, but you need not to worry about all the class names in order to activate and use a JDBC driver software in your application. You just need to know only one class name, that is JDBC driver class name. Okay. Listen carefully. I'm getting into technical department now. I'm focusing more on how to activate JDBC driver. Every JDBC driver software is a collection of Java classes implementing various interfaces of JDBC API. Various interfaces of JDBC API. Every JDBC driver software is a collection of Java classes implementing various interfaces of JDBC API. Clear, my dears? Various interfaces of JDBC API. Okay. But every JDBC driver software is identified with its JDBC driver class name. JDBC driver class name. Either by loading that JDBC driver class, or by creating object for that JDBC driver class, we can activate JDBC driver software in our Java application. Sir, I have a question. When so many drivers, so many classes are there, how to identify this particular class is JDBC driver class? Understanding my statement? The Java class that implements java.sql.driver interface directly or indirectly is called JDBC driver class name. Directly or indirectly, JDBC driver class name. We can activate JDBC driver software. Second time I am repeating, in our Java applications, either by loading this JDBC driver class or by creating object for this driver class. Object for this driver class. Object for this JDBC driver class. Are you listening my statement, boss? Object for this JDBC driver class. Are you understanding my statement? Okay, now listen carefully. Okay. Arkil Corporation supplied JDBC driver software for Arkil. Arkil is coming in the form of JDBC 6, 7, 8 ... jar file. Is coming in the form of JDBC 6/7/8 jar file. Agree with me, boss? Okay. In this JDBC driver software, the driver class name is Arkil.jdbc.driver.arkil driver. This is package name, my dear. Array, predefined classes will have their own package names, na boss. And this is a driver class. This is a JDBC driver class. Come on, guys. JDBC driver class implementing java.sql.driver interface. I think you understood my statement, guys. Now tell me. This is my application 1.java. Application 1.java. Yes, boss. Class.forName. Arkil.jdbc.arkil driver. Or Arkil.jdbc.driver.arkil driver is equal to new Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver off. Either by doing one of these two things, we can activate JDBC driver software or not. We are activating JDBC driver software for Oracle here. Oracle here. But make sure that OJDBC 6 or 7 or 8 dot 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 jar file is added to class path environment variable. Added to class path environment variable. Now tell me, boss. Tell me, in this jar file, I am saying how many classes are there? 100 plus. Am I worried about 100 plus classes? No. I'm just worried about only one class, right? I'm just worried about only one class. Either that load that class or create object for that class. When you create object indirectly, it will be loaded, ra babu. Come on. Either load the class or create object for that class. Automatically JDBC driver software will be activated or not. Automatically JDBC driver software will be activated or not. Come on, guys. At least now you understood why I have introduced the class dot for name in the beginning days. Why I have introduced the path and class path in the beginning days. Why I have introduced the jar file in the beginning days. Someone irritated me. Sir, when you start JDBC, all these are required. Now at least realize required or not required. So that's why right topic I will introduce at right time. Order of content, you leave it to me. You just completed engineering. I completed engineering so many years back. I worked for industry. I conducted 200 plus batches only on advanced Java. Spring Hibernate 150 plus batches I conducted. I worked on different projects. I know how to inject the subject to your brain. I may take okay, now I may take bit extra time, but I will give right subject in right order. You believe me, you trust me. So now tell me, class dot for name looking newer, jar file wording looking newer. When I say class path is they are looking newer, boss. Everything looking old only, right? Fine. I think today we got some technical knowledge. What is the technical knowledge? What is the main important statement? Every JDBC driver software comes in the form of jar file. You have to add in the class path in order to use that driver software in your application. Yes. Okay, boss. Next one. Next one. But if you want to activate JDBC driver software in your Java application, you need not to worry about all the class names that are there inside the jar file. You should find out only one class that is acting as JDBC driver class. And that class is a class always implementing what? Java.sql.driver interface directly or indirectly. In OJDBC 6 or 7 or 8.jar, this is the driver class name. Either load the driver class or create object for that driver class. Automatically JDBC driver software will be activated. This is only level 1. Level 2, level 3 is there. I will introduce in the coming classes. I think today you got satisfaction. You learned something new. Something new. How vendor companies create drivers, you got idea? How to use it in your application. This is a basic theoretical knowledge. Practical also I will try to discuss. Okay, Ravi Kumar. 11G is the better, boss. 11G you install, memory issues won't be there. Okay. Ravi Kumar, I think you are already having JDBC knowledge. If you wait, you will get every content in a proper order. So don't try to show your talent. What is static block? What is constructor? All this stuff. Yes. Okay. Next week onwards, content will be shared in the Google Classroom. This week will be Facebook only. Next week onwards, it will be Google Classroom. Understanding my statement, boss? Right. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. If any queries, post in the group and mail me. I don't want to see people creating WhatsApp groups with my batches. Any discussion should happen in my group or in my mail account. I don't entertain WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups. Okay, I don't entertain. If I found someone that, I will take legal action against them. I will take legal action against them. You don't have any right to create any group with the name of my name, with the name of Naresh Technology. And if anyone did this, I will be taking legal action against you. Because I'm providing big group. 12,000 members are there in that group. Go and use it. I'm giving my email ID. I know some people joined courses with wrong intentions. Trapping the girls, chatting with girls. Girls, don't join in any groups. Some worst fellows, they don't know value of life, value of software job. So they come to classes with wrong intentions. Don't entertain them. Don't entertain such kind of groups. Right. Shankar Nayak. If you go to the group and search notes with my batch ID, April 5th onwards, every day one thing you can download. I'll show how to what is the batch ID. Mr. Babu, it take 100 plus sessions. Advanced Java 415 JDBC 23rd. Listen. Don't count days, count sessions. 100 plus sessions. 100 plus sessions you count. Sagar, if you join in a MNC, you won't learn work. If you join in a startup, you will learn a lot of work. Yeah, see guys, every day your file will be there with 415. 415. Rahul, contact admin for backup videos. 415. Every day one file will be there. Again 415. Again 415. Again 415. Those are looking to collect everyday notes. So from April 5th onwards, every day download that file, keep in one place. And I want you people also saving everyday file in a separate place. Right. Thank you guys. My new spring batch will be starting after 1 month in the evening, 6 p.m. slot. Right. Very soon you will get Google Classroom. Their entire notes will come. Suresh, RESTful web service batch will be conducted when time slots are free. Thank you. Have a nice time.